make sure you guys check out our channel partner, GamerSupps. Go to gamersupps.gg and use code ZAK for 10% off. 10%. What did I just say? 10% off. It's keto friendly, 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 carbs. I'm drinking the last of the black cherry, and it's so good. Oh, it's so good. But listen. No matter what flavor of GamerSupps you guys decide to pick up, and I know a lot of you guys have been using the code, and I appreciate it, make sure you add on the free samples. They give you free samples with every order, so make sure you add that to your order, and you get those free samples. And if you're not into the whole caffeine thing, they also have caffeine-free options as well. So make sure you guys check them out. Gamersupps.gg, code ZAK. We're going to start right after this. Well, here we are again.
Oh, yeah.
Well, here we are again.
Oh, yeah.
I hope that music's coming through okay.
Oh, yeah.
I hope that music's coming through. I think we're good to go. I haven't changed anything. Oh, you know what? I guess I should make sure the cameras are working. Hey, how you guys doing? Oh, my goodness. Good afternoon. Welcome to ZAKtalks TECH. My name is Zach. And I'll be your friendly, petty Canadian today. I hope the thumbnail meets the approval of some people in the community. I worked hard on that one. Hey, good afternoon. Glad you guys are here. You guys know what's coming up here soon? An Apple event, apparently. I'm setting up today's stream. I'm setting up today's live stream, and all of a sudden my notifications go ballistic. Yeah, Apple doing a thing. I think it's September 12th. I'm going to go to the Apple Twitter here. And there's nothing on Apple's Twitter. Really weird. You know who would have tweeted about this, though? Is Andrew Edwards. Let's bring up Andrew Edwards here. I'll be really surprised if he didn't tweet about this. Is it still called a tweet? Is it still called a tweet? No, he hasn't. He hasn't tweeted. Oh, you know what? I think because Andrew's like traveling or something. Okay, let's go to my creator friend list, which is getting shorter and shorter week by week. All right, let's go through here. Oh, okay, here we go. Connor has I'll just do Connor's tweet. I should have had this ready here. So we're gonna open up Twitter X. Is that what it's called now? Is that the official name? And just to get this out of the way, Okay, so yeah, Apple's doing a thing on September 12th. No one's surprised. It's going to be the best iPhone ever. They say that every year. But key things that we know that's going to happen. USB Type-C. A smaller USB Type-C on the lower end model, which most quote-unquote regular customers won't notice, won't care. Some new colors, and I don't know what else. That's all I know. Yay. Right? So that's what we, yeah, September 12th. There you go. We're not here to talk about that though. I want to talk about the Pixel stuff because it's also Pixel season. We're expecting the new Pixel 8 and Pixel 8 Pro to be announced and made available October. I know as much as you guys. That's as much as we know. What else did I put into this silly live stream? I put all sorts of what we're saying. Oh yeah, we're gonna do a live on. I think we're gonna do a live unboxing and setup of an audio interface. And that audio interface is this guy right here, the Maonocaster Lite. Now this is definitely, I don't want to call it lower end, but definitely budget, beginner level type stuff. But it got me really interested because it looks really cool. It comes at a very affordable price. I put a link for you guys for Amazon if you want to pick one up in your region. But you get the interface, you get the mic, you get the stand. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to pop her open. I've already opened it to see, make sure everything was in one piece, but I actually haven't taken it out of the box. But I thought it'd be kind of cool to take a look at it, take a closer look at it, hopefully plug it in and see how it sounds. You know, do a live audio test with you guys and go from there. And then I have some thoughts and feelings about this whole YouTube invalid traffic bug. I guess it depends on your perspective. This whole YouTube invalid thing, invalid traffic. I personally have not been hit with it, but honestly, from the outside looking in and the outside looking as a creator, it doesn't look like YouTube is doing much to help creators except blame creators. And I'll show you guys what I mean. It's not hard. All you have to do is look around on Twitter and see people basically getting the runaround. And I have to credit some of the YouTube representatives and whatnot that they're trying to help people, but it seems like a lot of people have their hands tied. And it's unfortunate because I'm reading stories about creators that are losing like 50, 60, 70% of their revenue. Like their entire career is wiped out. Like, how are they going to put food on the table? So we're going to talk about that. It really sucks, and I hope they get it figured out. And then there's a lot of people who are in the creator community that are dispensing advice, but meanwhile they have no idea the pressures and the stress that some people are under because they already get a cushy paycheck, sitting on social media all day or whatever they do, right? So it's been interesting to watch from the outside. Anyway, welcome. Good afternoon. It's about 9 o'clock over in the UK, I believe. Overseas there, it's 2 o'clock here, 1 o'clock Pacific, Eastern time, about 4 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock ish, whatever. Good afternoon. Hope you guys are doing well. It's been a month since I streamed. Just all sorts of stuff going on. So let's go through the live chat. See who's here. Say hello to the people, and go from there. Please let me know in the live chat right now. How is the volume of the music? It should be good because I'm streaming through YouTube Music Creator Mix. You guys right here. It's free. It's royalty free. You can use it for all your stuff. Check them out. Link is down below. The boys D and Nick Nimitz, their company. You guys know them in the creator community. It's good stuff. Let me know how the volume is. I've got no headphones going, so I have it going through my speakers here, but this thing is not picking up. But on your end, it should be good. Let me know. But let's go through the live chat here. See who's here. Don says music's good. Don is also a channel member.
Oh, yeah.
We appreciate Don. Thank you very much. If you guys want to become a channel member, you know what to do. Click the link that's, it's at the top there. It says join us, or you click the join button, or you can just send a super chat, whatever you want to do. It's up to you. I like food. I like money because I use money to buy food. Stuff like that. But Don Coven says the music's good, and I appreciate him being a channel member. Let's go up to the top here. There's a link right there, guys. It's a Genius Link. By the way, if you're a creator and you're not using Genius Link, wake up. Start using Genius Link. Seriously, affiliate stuff is easy. It's so much easier to do with those Genius Links, and it's easy to track, and the brands love the analytics. Check them out, okay? All right, Clint Neely, channel member once again. Clint, all right. All right. Appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for coming through, man. Appreciate you. Let's see here. Aaron's Gamer, how you doing? How you doing, sir? He's in our Discord all the time. I'm not gonna post the Discord link unless one of the mod wants to. If you guys are here, go ahead and post I just don't feel like posting it right now. Justin Collins, how you doing there over in Ireland? Glad you're here. Jonathan Rash as well. How you doing? Clint says here, good to see everybody, buddy. Good to be back, buddy. Hope everyone's good. Just checking in with the girls quick. Yes, Clint and his daughter Savannah, big fans of the channel. They're bunkering down because they got the hurricane coming in. Please don't watch me. Save your power and stuff. Make sure your things are charged up. Make sure you have your power banks. Get the water in your kits. You guys know the drill. I can't imagine, the stress and whatever. Please, I hope you guys are okay. Make sure you guys check in with us on the Discord and everything like that. And everybody that's down there that has that hurricane coming in, honestly, sending positive vibes, and I hope everybody will be okay. Really, really do. That's crazy, but I mean, it's hurricane season, I guess. I hope nobody gets hurt. I don't want anybody to get hurt. Mac 1164, how you doing? I see you brought the Twitter troublemakers. A says, hi Zach. I know I love tech, but what else do you like as for okay, so what do I like for hobbies? What do I do? I like to play Fortnite with my kids. I like to build Lego with my kids. I like to go to Costco. $1.50 hot dogs. Come on, man. Working on our backyard. TV shows. I like watching Law and Order, MasterChef, Hell's Kitchen, and also Kitchen Nightmares is supposed to be back this fall. And Star Wars. Anything Star Wars. That's basically it. Oh, and also like tech. Tech's cool. So I hope that helps. Hope that answers your question there. The music is good. John says jump music's good. Don says I'm in Edmonton. Time is what it is. Oh man, you're in Edmonton. You poor bastard. Just kidding. We love Edmonton. Not really. Edmonton. I mean, Edmonton's okay. I'm in Calgary. There's a natural rivalry there. Cheers. Oh yeah, right there. There it is, right there. I can highlight this now. Check it out. Dawn's been a member for 34 months. 34 months. That's craziness, man. Appreciate it, man. Montreal checking in. Hey, Montreal. How I love. You know what I love about Montreal? There is there's a club. I don't even know if they're around anymore. Golden something or other. Gold Club. Gold. I can't remember what it's a particular type of club. I had a good time there. But Montreal smoked meat, it just tastes different and it hits different. Montreal smoked meat sandwiches just hit different in Montreal, and I love everything about Montreal. My time working for the company I used to work for out there, and traveling there, I loved my time. Every time I went to Montreal, I loved it. Love that city. Going through here, vlogs with Gareth. Zach, I've only had my Pixel 7 over 7 months now, and I came out Uber last Friday. My Pixel fell out on the screen, completely smashed. Well, shit, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm not laughing at you. That sucks. I've had that happen too. I don't know what your next question is here. Okay, so what is the best? Okay, so obviously you're picking up a replacement. Best screen protector or cases? Okay, so for cases, I'm not a big case person. I normally do like these thin, carbon fiber type things or later case. But for drop protection, I've always really liked using Caseology. I do have a Caseology Pixel 7 Pro 7a video that I did where I demoed all these cases. This is one of their thicker ones right here, but Caseology is very affordable. They work quite well. They're made quite nice. This one's got this nice, got this nice grip on it and everything like that. But I'm mostly a thin case type person. So for drop protection, I mean, I don't do a lot, to tell you the truth, but at least not right now. But Caseology is a good choice. Definitely a good choice. I would definitely take a look at them. For screen protectors, I don't do screen protector, dude. I don't do it. I live dangerously. But Whitestone Dome is supposed to be pretty good. Check out Android Stud. He always does screen protectors, things like that on his channel. But I think he does mostly Whitestone Dome as well. So check them out. I hope that helps you out. That was a good one right there. There's the Discord link. Come on over. Say hi. Be good. But thanks, Don, for the there. You're not wrong. I'd rather be in YYC. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, we'll definitely have to get together for a coffee or dinner or something like that. Currently waiting for Pixel 8. Is there a stronger screen on it? I was thinking Victor Glass was still... we don't know anything right now. Normally the screen, like I think the last couple of generations, the screen, how strong the screens are hasn't changed. Like when you look at like going from Pixel, 7 or 7 Pro to 7A, like these are, I believe these are quite the same. I don't quote me on that, but we don't normally see a big jump or that kind of focused on. So I would say wait for the presentation. Again, everything we're going to talk about today with the Pixel 8 is based on rumors, conjecture, and honestly just looking at the past history of things and how things have progressed and changed and whatnot. So I know as much as you do, man. I really do. So we'll see what happens. I'm hoping to get my hands on it. We'll see what happens. Zach, you like Costco hot dogs, but you make me want dude, they're so good. It's a loss leader for them. Here in Canada, you get a Costco hot dog and a medium drink for $1.38. With tax, it's like $1.50. It's amazing. And you don't even need a membership. You just go straight in there to like get the hot dog. It's good to go. My kids love going for them. So it's like, okay, cheap lunch. Let's go. No sport. Oh, do I? Okay, yeah. So I watch hockey. I'll watch the occasional CFL. That's Canadian Football League. There's like 8 teams. No, Don, how many teams are there? 6? I see. I don't even know. I watch hockey, NHL hockey, CFL football, and that's about it. That's about it. But I don't go out of my way. I don't really watch the Flames, the Calgary Flames, until they start winning, because I've just gone through years of heartache. So I don't really go out of my way. I'm not like Don Coven here. He's a dirty Canucks fan. He likes the Canucks. He was probably part of those riots and stuff like that. Don's bad. I don't watch hockey anymore. Are you ready for the Apple event on September 12th? Google's gonna feel a little heat. Okay. So, full disclosure, this is a MacBook Pro. This camera right here is actually an iPhone 11 Pro Max, and I edit all my videos in Final Cut. So I like using the Apple workflow when it comes to video editing, voiceover and stuff like that. Other than that, I carry my Pixel with me, depending on which Pixel I'm using that day. Lately, I went back to the Pro recently, but I've been using the 7. I prefer using Android. I like using Android, but I like Apple for the creative side of things, if that makes sense. So I'm looking forward to it. I always like watching the Apple events because of the presentation. I think they're done well. I think they set a great standard when it comes to the presentations. I'm always interested in the marketing angle of how Apple does things and their wording and stuff like that. Like, it should be very interesting to see how Apple phrases USB Type-C, or if they just say, hey, it has USB Type-C, because the MacBook, like this thing right here, has USB Type-C. It's 4 ports on there. A bunch of the iPads USB Type-C. So USB Type-C is not new to Apple. It's just going to be new for the iPhone, right? So it should be very interesting. Are they going to be like, make a big deal about it? How they are like, oh my God, we're getting rid of, say goodbye to, rest in peace, lightning port and everything like that. Or are they just going to say, hey, it has USB Type-C. Cables in the box. But you don't get a block. you don't get one of these. You don't get one of those, right? So, yeah, we'll see what happens. It's always fun, and then you kind of like compare like them to everybody else, Samsung and everything like that. So, Clint says here, saw something today, the Pixel 8, etc. will have a longer update than Samsung in the future. Yes, we're going to talk about that. Apparently, Google is going to announce that the Pixel series, starting with Pixel 8, or maybe they'll go back to Pixel 7, Pixel 6, or 6 and 7, who knows, but they're going to announce that Pixels will have 5 years of updates. Right now it's 3 years, so by going to 5 years, you're now on the level of Apple, and you're setting a new benchmark for the entire Android community, which is a complete amazing win for all consumers. It really is. I think that is terrific. I think that is long overdue, and that is something that I know is in the back of the minds of a lot of people. Like, am I going to continue to get updates for, past 4 years, 5 years kind of thing? Right now it's 3 years, right? So that's something we're going to talk about more. I have the articles here and whatnot. So Clint, yeah, I'm ready, man. I can't wait. IR1980 is also part of our Discord. Hey, man, how you doing?
Oh, yeah.
Glad you're here, sir. Glad you're here. Great to see you back as well. Myself on the weather a few weeks. Lasted for a good week too. Yeah, dude, I had a weird cold thing. I don't know if it was the vid. It sounds like a couple people in our Discord got the beer flu recently. I had something funky going on with my eye last week. I don't know what it was, or earlier this week. No, was it earlier this week? It was earlier this week. Weird things going around. weird colds and stuff like that, and just people getting sick, and it's been a roller coaster summer. I don't watch ice hockey anymore. Pizza's great. There you go. I've never tried the Costco pizza. Is the Costco pizza any good? Like not like from their stand there. Is it any good? Like I know you can buy all sorts of frozen stuff there, but is the Costco pizza any good? Tired of the salad caps and you get us flipped the Western. Guns N' Roses Metallica. Oh yeah, okay. You busted up stuff with the guns. Dude, that was way back in the Guns N' Roses riot in Vancouver when I think they either didn't show up or Axel left. I can't remember what happened. That's way back in the day. That's way back. There's footage on YouTube. That's way back in the day. Iris says here, in my opinion, the Google event will be more interesting than Apple's, even though more coverage content will cover the Apple products, just the way tech world is at the moment. Yeah, it's really interesting. So if you take a step back, Apple, I think everybody can kind of agree that Apple is, I wouldn't say behind on tech. It's just they're not doing things as interesting as Android. So with Androids, you got folding and flipping and everything like that, and all the different features and whatnot. Apple just kind of chugging along. Here's your slab, away you go, right? But then on the customer service side of things, the support side of things, Apple's like that's where you want to be. That's where you want to be. That's where every company wants to be, right? You want to be, everybody's 110% taken care of, no questions asked. Like, seriously, when was the last time, if you ever needed Apple support, you ever had a bad experience? I've never once had a bad experience. Doesn't matter if it was through chat, doesn't matter if it was on the phone, doesn't matter if it was in person. Apple support has always been right up there. Right after Apple, I would say Amazon, except for a couple things I had with last year, as you guys know. But like, yeah. But now we're seeing possibly that switch around, like Google's, picking up the pace kind of thing. We've seen Samsung make strides and whatnot and everything like that. And it really helps Apple that they have physical stores, because they know their audience, they know their demographic. They're people that want to go to physical stores for the most part, right? But it definitely helps to have the same message and the same support. Doesn't matter which way you go. I can tell you this right now. It's no big secret. I think everybody knows this. If you have a problem with your Pixel and you try to go through their support, through Google's support online, it really depends on who you get. Sometimes, like, it seems like you have to call them out publicly, like on Twitter or X or whatever the heck it's called, to get proper support. I've had that happen myself. If you go through the subreddit, sometimes you can get great support, and it shouldn't be like that for customers. It should not be, especially when you're investing the kind of money you are, especially if you buy directly from Google and stuff like that, right? You should be getting the same level of support, whether you call them, email, chat, whatever it is, right? So, the average iPhone user who only has an iPhone as a device will think that what the heck is USB Type-C. It will be interesting to see how many percent of users will cover. Yeah, it's an opportunity for them to sell cables. It's an opportunity for all the third-party, Nomad, Anchors, all those companies were to sell their cables. So we will see what happens. Apparently, there's going to be some really cool braided colored cables that come with the iPhone this year, which will be cool, right? I mean, that's nothing new, but we'll see what they pack along with it. I said when Google announced the Pixel 6 series, that Google guaranteed 3 years of OS and 5 years security, and it's guaranteed that Google will open up to extend the support as control SoC now. Exactly, yeah. So 3 years OS right now, 5 years security. If it's gonna be 5 and 5, that is such a win, because I always felt that 3 years was, good. But I think the majority of us here, people that watch my content, myself, like I'm changing phones every 12 months, sometimes sooner, kind of thing, right? So it's never been a thing for me, right? But then I look at like my friends and family who are, they've had their Pixel 4, which went basically end of life earlier this year. So now they're kind of forced in a way to go to the 8 kind of thing. So we'll see what happens. Oh, that's right. Axel didn't show and then canceled. I remember that. Pizza's good. The pizza good to me, but I like the hot dogs and chicken bakes more. I've never done the chicken. You know what I'm gonna have to do after this is go for some Costco hot dog. Seriously, I'm gonna have to do that. Apple still easily leads in support of this project compared to Google, which is unfortunate for a Pixel user. Yeah, it should be. I would love for Google to acknowledge, hey, we know that we're lacking in this department, and here's what we're gonna do starting today, kind of thing, during their presentation. If they presented it that way and said that it's gonna be the same messaging whether you chat, email, call, go to a Google store. There's one in New York, and I think there's one in LA. That would just be amazing. I think that would just be amazing. And then for them to prove it, right? To have people write articles and stories about, I got the same level of support and they did this and that, and no questions asked or anything. That would give people such confidence, right? And that messaging and that kind of, those stories would just vibrate and get out there for everybody. It would just be amazing. I think it would be really great. Right now, it's nothing but horror stories, to tell you the truth. It really is. I feel bad when people come into my comment section and they come after me. Oh, the Pixel sucks because and then they didn't support me. I don't blame you for getting angry, dude. I really don't. And I wish I could help you more, but I just do the review stuff and I just tell people about my experiences. I'm not here to defend. I'm telling you straight up. I know it sucks. So I really hope that Google addresses it. I really do. Google was smart to guarantee only 3 years for OS. Probably uncertain about how Tensor SoC performance probably has enough data back. Yeah, so there's some theories about that because of how Tensor has been doing and whatnot, why they've continued on with the 3-year thing. So I think as they get more control over Tensor, because right now Tensor is basically it's a Samsung Exynos, basically is what it is. Really, when you drill it down, I think once they get more control over it, I think that's why we're going to see the 5-year thing, right? And if you kind of follow the breadcrumbs and everything like that, and if you kind of follow really deep into that kind of stuff, you can see where this is going and why they're going to go to 5 years finally, right? So. Sorry, as a work criticism on an dude, it's all good. It's all good. I don't mind the questions like that. It's a live stream. We're hanging out, man. It's all good. If I didn't want to answer it, I wouldn't answer it. It's all good. It's all good, man. Don't worry about it. Have fun. Okay, people. I don't know why I did that. That actually kind of hurt. Let's look at some of the Google articles and stuff like that I put together here. We're gonna bring up the screens here, and not that screen. Hold on. Not that screen. Okay, let's start here. Here's a good one. So this image was floating around on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, in the last few weeks. This apparently is a screenshot. I actually cleaned it up a little bit. Ironically enough, I used the unblur feature and adjusted some of the coloring within Google Photos. This apparently is the Google 8, or this might be the 8 Pro. I think this is the 8. Okay. And this particular image comes from this video right here. I'm going to skip this song because it's pretty intense, even though it's in the background. Anyway, this is the video that's been making its rounds, and I don't know if I can play the audio for you guys. Let's go up here. All right. I'm going to mute the music. So I'm just going to stop the music. And Neil wasn't the original person that posted this, but he's the one that I could find recently. I'm going to play this for you guys a couple of times. So this is the video. This is the quote-unquote leaked video that came out recently for the Google Pixel 8. Check this out. Identifying sound, noise. See how it's like it's filtering out all the other noise. Can you guys hear the audio? So magic. what was it called back there? Let's go back here. Let me pause it. Audio Magic Eraser. Audio Magic Eraser. So that looks cool. Now, what is audio? Let me just play it here. Let's go back here a little bit. Okay, hold on here. Okay, so Audio Magic Eraser. I have a theory about this. Okay, so we see what it does. Like it obviously gets it'll filter out the noise and make your videos more, I mean, whatever you want to do with them, right? In terms of a creative aspect. Here is my theory about this. You don't add in an Audio Magic Eraser for video unless you're also going to improve the video. We know, I think we can all agree, when it comes to video, pixels are not, they definitely have some ways to go. It's not bad. It's good. It can be really good. But compared to, for example, Apple, video has never been the thing that people think about when it goes to pixels, right? They're always looking at the photos, for example, and then, pixels take beautiful photos, as we know. You don't add a feature called Audio Magic Eraser unless you're also going to improve your video. So I think they're going to be focusing a lot on video and obviously this Audio Magic Eraser feature at the presentation. But again, that's pure speculation. That's the leaked video, and that we're expecting. Of course, there's the leaked image. Let's keep on going through here. Here is this came out a few months ago in terms of what the 8 and 8 Pro will have. So the 8 Pro will have an ultra wide IMX787 64 megapixel camera, a wide 50 megapixel, and a telephoto of 48 megapixels, and then a thermometer, FIR thermometer, and of course a flash and the TOF right here. So I guess we'll have to see. These seems like a lot of details that I don't know. I really kind of question this. I think this is very possible for the 8 though. In the house we got Mr. Digital Slang. How you doing, sir? Thanks for coming through. But again, going back to this video, and you guys tell me, is the video, is the audio for this coming through? Let me identify sound, noise. Now, I don't know if we can zoom in on that. I want to know what this is right here. I'm gonna make this big for my own screen. I think it says people, the one on the right. I think the one on the right says people. I don't know if you guys can see that on my screen, but I think that says people. But anyway, noise. That's pretty cool, man. Audio. What was it? Audio Magic Eraser. Audio Magic Eraser. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So again, like I said, I don't think you present this unless you've made your video better, right? Now, what we were talking about earlier, audio sounds great. Okay, thanks, Jonathan. Appreciate it. I'm never sure if that's coming through when I turn that feature on in my audio interface. Now, this is the article that I read. I read it this morning, basically. But this article basically talks about how the Pixel 8 and hopefully models before, maybe 6 and 7, will get 5 years of updates and 5 years of security updates. Right now, it's 3 years of updates, 5 years of security. So 3 years of updates, 5 years of security. This way, it'll be 5 and 5. It'll be right on par with what Apple is doing. And this article goes into it and whatnot. It's obviously speculative, and they quote kind of sources and whatnot. So it should be very interesting. The ARM9 cores of the upcoming Tensor 3 could have played a key role in Google's decision to provide OS updates in the Pixel 8 for a long time frame. Rumors indicate this year's Tensor 3 will pack significant performance and efficiency improvements compared to the last two Tensor iterations. Okay, so that's great news, right? So it should be very interesting to see what they address. Now, going back to earlier this year, and if you watch the live streams on a regular basis, whatnot, you know that there were some leaks and whatnot, and CADs that came out from on leaks in terms of what we are expecting from the Pixel 8. in the Pixel 8 Pro, and the biggest thing being flat screen. I cannot wait to see this in person. Flat screen on both the 8 and 8 Pro. It's one of the things I absolutely love about the Pixel 7a is the flat screen. So these are CADs right here of the 8 Pro. Okay, and again, these images right here line up with what we see here. So 1, 2, 3. If we go back, 1, 2, 3. Can we zoom this in? Okay, so yeah, I just kind of squared off there. Okay, so good stuff there. Going through, and again, even more leaked. Apparently, this was a production unit or might have been a tester unit. I don't know. Again, some more information, the same spec information that we went through there. So again, Tensor G2. 6.7, 64, 48, 12, 64 megapixels selfie, 5100 milliamp battery. This right here apparently is an actual live unit. And you can see some of the details here and whatnot. Interesting that the product revision is called Husky, if you know anything about the names and whatnot. Okay. And then of course here's the that's the image that was floating around. And then I played with the color and came up with that. And like I said, I use the unblur feature, ironically enough, to kind of clean it up. BG Tech Life in the house. How you doing, sir? I want it. Tensor G. No. I think that's wrong, dude. It'll be G3. It'll be G3. Just calm down, man. Calm down. It'll be G3. I promise you, man. It'll be G3. So really cool. This definitely looks like. I don't think there's any way that this is faked. So yeah, the fact that it's going to cut out the audio there, audio magic eraser, really cool, really cool. But like I said, I'm speculating here. I don't think you bring out. Let me turn the music back on. I don't think you bring out a feature like audio magic eraser for video without improving your video. So hopefully we see like a jump improvements with the video for the Pixel 8 Pro. Not that the 7's bad. I've had a good experience with the 7a, with my 7 Pro, and stuff like that. So, but I know, you know, if you do a side-by-side kind of thing with, for example, iPhone or even like Xiaomi or other brands like that, Vivo and stuff like that, the video on the Pixel could be better, you know. So again, like I said, I don't think you bring out something called audio eraser, magic eraser, without improving the video, right? Speculating. I'm purely speculating. I'm just pulling that out of my butt here. So hopefully I'm right. Hopefully I'm right. Yeah, Clint has run off. Glad you're good, sir. Hopefully you stay safe there with that, with the hurricane, all that kind of good stuff. Sorry, hurricane's not good stuff. Stay safe, please. All right, people. So, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna unbox this, and then I'm gonna do another live stream with it properly set up, because I just realized I don't have a port without moving some other things around to properly plug this in directly into my laptop for streaming. And then I need to add it to my virtual mixer so it mixes in with my Mac here. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do an unboxing, not necessarily gonna set this up. Okay, so give me a second here. We're going to move the phones out of the way here. We're going to pop this back into its case. Put that there. And I'll get these out of the way. Be right back. Okay, let me just put myself down in the corner here. Whoop. Let's see here. Nope, that's not working. Why is that not on? I'm hitting the wrong button. There we are. Now we're down in the corner. Okay, cool. All right, so this is the Maono Maonocaster Lite from Maono. They make audio interfaces, they make microphones, podcasting, streaming type gear, and whatnot. And to be perfectly honest, it is really, it's very affordable stuff. I don't want to use the word cheap, but I'll use the word cheap. They're not paying me for this stream. I offered to do some different type of work for them. They didn't want to pay me my reasonable rates, so I said I would review and do what I want with their stuff, and they said okay, and they sent it to me. This is definitely for people that are getting into like, they're just starting into like podcasting, live stream, and whatnot. If you're on a budget, this is a great way to go. Okay. Also, it's very portable, and you guys will see that. So inside here is the interface, microphone stand, and let's take a look at some of the specs here. So premium audio DSP, side chain, noise canceling, certified polar pattern, built-in battery, 2 people streaming, vocal effects, condenser mic. Okay. And I'll show you guys this as well, but you can see how many different plugins there is in the back here, how many things you can kind of hook up. So again, I want to unbox this with you guys, but then I'm going to set it up, and then I'll give you guys like a proper demo in a future live stream. And I'll probably be live streaming again later on this week. So nice presentation here. Nice box. I'm going to skip this song. There we go. All right. User manual. Okay. Letter to the customer. Okay. Setup instructions. This will become really handy because there's so many different things to plug in terms of computer, mobile, music streaming, things like that. Okay. Lots of stuff. So let's just put that over here. And again, all I've done so far is open this up. I opened it like this to make sure nothing was broken, and then I put it all back. So this is a lot smaller than I thought it would be. So here's the main unit right now, right there. Just gonna put that aside for now. And then it's well packaged. USB-C cable. Although that is USB-A, so I'm assuming there's an adapter. Audio cable. This is different. It's XLR female to 3.5 millimeter TRS, which is really weird. But this is for the microphone, and it's like a really thick, long cable. Like it feels really high quality. I was really surprised to see this in a couple other videos I watched. So we'll put that off to the side. This looks to be the cover, which has been kind of ruined in a way. That'll go on the microphone. And then here's the microphone, and it's attached to this stand, so we'll leave it attached. But it's got some good weight to it. It's got a nice stand. So let me move this box out of the way, and we'll kind of set things up a little bit. All right. So there's the microphone. So you're gonna basically speak into this front part here, okay? The microphone itself has no other switches or anything on it. You can tighten it so you can tilt just like so. Now, audio cable. Actually, before we go into that, so here's our interface. All right. Before we go into these boxes here, let's put on, I guess we can put this on. I kind of like the look of it without. You guys let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Should I leave this on or off? Should I put the wind guard there on or off? You guys let me know. I'm not a fan of it, but you guys let me know. Let's hook in our cable here. So I'm gonna leave it tied up for now. And so again, female, bottom here. It should just go in. Story of my life. It should just go in. It's a family show. Okay, click. All right, cool. All right, and then this will plug into one of the microphone slots on here. So look, mic 1, mic 2. So we also have a headset, music, output, pod, and then USB-C would go into the computer. Okay, so this, Jonathan says off. Okay, we're gonna go to mic 1. Okay. We'll take this off. All right. There we go. Okay. And actually, maybe what we'll do. All right. I want you guys to be able to see everything here. I'm going to point this right there. Okay. And then all right. Okay. There's a cover thing here. I'm not going to take that off now. All right, so there's these two USB-C cable and audio cable. So let's pop open the audio cable. And okay, so this is okay, so 3.5 millimeter TRS to TRS, and same thing with this as well. This is going to be so you can plug in a separate music player, like to go in here. As you guys saw, there's the different inputs on the back there, whatnot. So that's what these are going to be for, and that's quite nice that they give you those extra inputs right there, or those extra cables. Let's put that away. Let's skip this song. All right. And I'm going to just put this off to the side. We're not going to need this. If I want to plug this in, I'm going to use this right here. So it's interesting. It says USB-C cable, but it shows USB-A on there. Okay, interesting. They've included kind of an adapter. You guys will see here. Okay, so check this out. USB-C to USB-A. USB-C to USB-A. But they've also included a USB-C to USB-C female adapter. So, I mean, obviously you're not going to put that on there. That kind of defeats the purpose. I'm not sure why they would give this to you unless you wanted to use your own cable. But what you would want to do is go USB-C out of the interface into your computer. Now, if you guys are good with it, if you're down for this, what I'll do is, yeah, you know what? I do have a wide angle vlogs with Gareth, but it gets really distorted. Give me a second here. Not distorted, it just doesn't look good. And you know what? I actually cannot reach the control right now. So, sorry. But if you guys are good with it, what I'll do is attempt plugging this in right now, because I actually do have an extra USB-A port that I can plug this in. So if you guys want to bear with me, I will plug this in right now, and we'll see if it works, because it's going to draw its power from the USB plug-in. There is a power button on the box right here. Yeah, power button right there. Okay, so we'll plug in USB-C here and plug into my computer here. So give me a second here. Let's see if I can get this. I'm gonna have to unplug my Stream Deck here.
Oh yeah.
That's the USB-A. All right, let's go ahead and unplug that. Let's see what we can do here. All right, we're plugged into my Thunder port, and we're gonna plug in here. All right, now I do need to add the interface to my virtual mixer here. So, give me a moment here. And let me see what I can do. All right, let's put it on this lo-fi. There we go. Okay, bear with me here. Hopefully the computer has recognized this. Maono, it has recognized it. Okay, we're gonna add that. And that is going in. Okay. I'm gonna turn this on and see if we can get this thing going. Bear with me, I'm just going to unplug that and rerun this cable. That's a good cable, man. Let me tell you. It's a really good cable. All right, let's... Okay, we're plugged back in. And I'm gonna move this microphone. So I'm gonna move this microphone out of the way, and I'm gonna start using the Maono one. Hopefully you guys can hear stuff here. So give me a second. I'm gonna get rid of the music for just a second here. We're gonna pause that. I'm gonna move the microphone out, and hopefully you guys can hear me okay. All right, our mix is coming in, and check. Don't think we're working here yet. Check 1 2. Don't think we're working here yet. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2. That might be peaking. Check 1 2. 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2. That might be peaking. Thing on the monitor here. 1 2. Check 1 2. That might be peaking. Thing on the monitor. This is why we don't do these things live. Let's see here. This is why we don't do these things live. I'm showing registering there, but this is why we don't do these things live. I'm showing registering there, but this is why we don't do these things live. I'm showing registering there, but this is why we don't do these things live. Check 1 2. 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 Nope. Check 1 2. I was afraid of that. Nope. That's why we don't do these things live. I was afraid of that. I'm registering, as you guys can see here. That's why we don't do these things live. I was afraid of that. I'm registering, as you guys can see here. The Maono turned on for the afraid of that. I'm registering, as you guys can see here. The Maono turned on, and I actually have the volume on it. obviously I'm going to have to test this a little bit. But I was hoping it would be straight plug and play. I was really hoping it would be straight plug and play. I'm now using my regular microphone. Plug and play. I was really hoping it would be straight plug and play. I'm now using my regular microphone. Yeah. So it's obviously not doing what it needs to do. I'm going to turn the music back on. And I'm actually going to unplug this. So it's no longer inputting. And we got our stream deck back on here.
Oh yeah.
But this thing, as you guys can see, is actually battery powered. So like I'm not even plugged in right now. So let me unplug that. See that? So it's battery powered. But I had the mic here all the way right about there, I would say about 80%. You can see it peaking there. So it's definitely picking up my voice. Like if I get closer. But you guys were not hearing it for some reason. And I have the mixer turned on and everything like that. So I'm gonna have to play around with this. But in terms of, let me turn this off. Well, there's different levels for the lighting here. So you can actually click this little button on the back and changes the levels here. But I'm gonna just turn it off. Okay, there, turned off now. So there's no panel or anything like that to open up. It's very small. It's very lightweight. The buttons feel good. They have that nice squishy. They feel like they would be responsive. But the fact that I didn't get any audio as soon as I plugged in, even though I was hooked up properly, makes me wonder if this doesn't want to work with a Mac. But it's USB-C plug-in. It should be pretty straightforward. Like, here's our USB-C and away we go. USB A to USB-C. So it should be straightforward, but I will test it a little bit more and we'll figure it out. But nice presentation so far. Definitely feels like it's for, you know, a beginner kind of thing. So we'll see. It's a very nice microphone stand. I like this. I wonder if I could actually steal this and put one of my other mics on it. It's actually quite a nice stand. But the fact that it didn't work, you know, it has me kind of concerned, right? So yeah, we'll keep on doing that. What I'll do is I'll do another live stream where I'm using just that. But like I can see it on my virtual mixer. It's on there. It's not active right now. And if you guys know Loopback, it's a virtual mixer for Mac and whatnot, made by Rogue Media. It's called Loopback. It's brilliant because I can see there's my Google Chrome, there's my Scarlett, which is my regular interface. I can see my Stream Deck, which is my sounds right here. All right. My YouTube Music, everything is on here. So it was passing through just fine. The Rogue Amoeba found it right away, so I don't think that's the issue. It's really weird that I would have the volume all the way up and you guys couldn't hear anything. Nothing was muted. Unless the switch is at the top, unless the gain was the issue. But we'll play around with it. I'll play around with it a little more once I get offline here. But yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys about the Pixel stuff. I'm excited about that. I'm excited for the Apple thing. I always like the Apple presentation. iPhone 15. Interesting enough, when the iPhone 15 comes out, I'm going to be going and getting the iPhone 14 and replacing my, I don't know if you guys can see it from this angle right here. My iPhone right here was my overhead cam. This is an 11 Pro Max. This thing has been an absolute beast. You guys can see how well it focuses, right? I'm going to be replacing that with the previous model because I pretty much use my iPhone for just in the studio for studio stuff. That's it. I don't carry an iPhone with me. Yeah, it has an active phone number, but it's literally for work here. And so I'm looking forward to it. I've been told by my carrier I can do a straight swap across, which is cool. What else? I guess the last thing I wanted to talk about was the invalid traffic issue. I know a lot of you watching this right now live are not, you may or may not be familiar with what I'm talking about. A lot of creators, all sorts of size creators, 10,000, 100,000, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, all sorts of different niches, doesn't matter what it is, have been getting a message in their YouTube studio saying, you know, we've now, I don't know, I can't remember what the actual wording is, but YouTube has found invalid traffic on their channel, and it affects their AdSense directly. And we're talking about people losing 40, 50, 60, I've read up to 70% of their revenue. So if you can imagine your paycheck just sliced just like that. But what is invalid traffic? Okay, so when you ask YouTube about this, they send you to one of their support things, and they give you an outline of 3 or 4 things. And it could be 1, people are clicking your videos that aren't actually interested and not actually watching them. 2, people are playing playlists over and over again trying to get the views up and everything like that. Or 3, you've purchased ads and whatnot. So they're assuming, the way the articles are written and whatnot, they all kind of point at the creator and go, you've been bad. And creators are going, what? How does a creator who hasn't done any of these things get invalid traffic? We literally upload the shorts, the long form content, do the live streams, and wait on YouTube to serve it out, suggested, trending, right? There's a lot of theories. I'm not going to go into it, but the part that really kind of irks me, and this hasn't affected me, guys. I don't make anything anymore with this channel, and whatnot. Very little. It really sucks seeing creators, really good creators, people I know personally, are getting these messages and they're seeing a dip in their revenue and whatnot, and they're not doing anything wrong. They're uploading on a regular schedule. They're doing high quality content. They're not doing anything controversial. They're not breaking any policy rules or whatever. They're literally just trucking along, uploading YouTube, and all of a sudden invalid traffic. We're reducing how many ads. If you dig a little bit further into it, there's a theory that there was a Wall Street Journal article, I think it was, that came out about how Google ads were not being targeted properly or going to the right people, or the viewership was not what it was supposed to be, or the information that Google was giving back to the advertisers was not proper. There's a theory that they've now figured out what the problem is, and now they're going after creators for some reason to get that revenue back. Again, no acknowledgement, no proof of that directly from Google or anything like that. Again, it's all theories and whatnot. But I guess the part that really sucks is that really good people are literally, they don't know what to do, and they go to the help forums and they talk to Google support and YouTube support, and it's just round and round and round and round of not getting any help. And I think it's either because YouTube doesn't know what's going on, or they don't know how to fix the issue. It sucks. And I'm not talking about people not getting views. I'm talking about them being told, hey, we're going to put less views on your, or less ads, pay you less money, cut your revenue. And then there's nothing that the creator can do. There's nothing the creator can do. This isn't about people embedding videos. It's not about putting links on Twitter or whatever like that. It's social media. That's how it's supposed to work, right? There's some people thinking that it might be because of embedded videos. Some people think it might be because they're posting stuff on X or Twitter or whatever. There's no proof of that yet. Again, it's just a lot of theory stuff, but it's just an endless cycle of people going, what's going on? And one of the other parts that really sucks is that there's people like, for example, the YouTube liaison, Renee Ritchie, awesome person, friend of the channel, awesome tech, Apple guy. Renee's awesome. He's in that position now where he's supposed to be helping all creators with this and taking these concerns to YouTube, and he has, and he's spoken for, but it's very apparent that he has not been given all the answers as well, or possibly he's been given a script and this is what he has to say. It very much feels like in some of his responses on Twitter that his hands are kind of tied, because he's giving basically the same, I don't want to call it runaround, but it feels like it that YouTube support has. So I really hope that YouTube figures out this invalid traffic thing. A podcast. There's a bunch of other podcasts and whatnot that have talked about this and whatnot. All you have to do is go onto Twitter and type in invalid traffic, and you'll see all the people that are having issues and the links and the runaround and like what is a creator supposed to do? It's frightening. It's frightening, and it makes people like myself, for example, think twice about, do I still want to possibly pursue this full time? It's like, what can you do, right? And I guess that goes back to the old adage of you know, diversify your income, sponsor content, But I mean, some creators can't do that. They won't do that. They're not comfortable doing that. I'm not trying to make excuses, but there should be some sort of stability there, especially with creators that are doing this on a regular basis. I've done it forever. I've always had the high viewership and chugging along, growing large, and all of a sudden, invalid traffic. What did they do? They don't know what they did wrong. They're not on anything else. They're just uploading to YouTube, and all of a sudden, boom. It sucks. It really sucks. And I'm wondering how many other creators have been hit by this, but just haven't been vocal for whatever reason. So I guess we'll see. I'm gonna go through here. Jimmy Fire Dragon, how you doing? Going through here. I missed a few things. Is the same your top-down iPhone doesn't? Okay, we talked about that. I'm not bothered about the Magic Eraser sound make it for your video. I'll say heck yes. Image that would be on next level. Yeah, it'd be nice if they fix up the images there or the video on Pixelate. Sound is all our plays. Jimmy Fire, hello, how you doing? Tech for your needs. How you doing, man? John's Rash. You can't control people watching, so I don't see how the creator can be at fault. Exactly. And it's. I wish I'd brought up the article. You can find the link there. It's all over YouTube creators when they're supporting people on YouTube. I think it's so ironic when you have to go through Twitter to get help from YouTube. Like their own support chat is not the greatest. But anyway, they all point to the same support article saying, and the article is very accusatory. Like YouTube will protect themselves and their advertisers, and this is why. And it explains that. But then they say it could be one of, or a combination of these 3 or 4 reasons. And one of them is you bought ads, or you bought views, or you have someone who's continuously playing your playlists when they're not actually watching. And it's people are going, what? No, I haven't. So then how do I fix this? And apparently there's forms and things like that you can fill out, but then nothing gets resolved. It's just, wow. I bet if you were a big creator, you get quick help. This is from what I've seen. Yeah, like a Linus Tech Tips, Marquez and whatnot, Justine, you probably get help right away, but does it get resolved though? Does it get resolved? Right? And from what I've seen, at least from the circles that I run in, it seems like a lot of tech channels got hit with this recently. More like tech channels than anything else, and tech in general. So it could be people doing podcasts or phones or computers or whatever, right? It seems like there's a couple of theories that are people purchasing view bots or whatever from like Fiverr. Don't do this. And then targeting channels, hoping they get hit by this. Like, is it an actual paid targeted thing? It's really weird. Yeah. Iris says there's been a few that have been vocal about this bug. I know Renee tweeted a few days. It's not a bug. It's like a real thing. Like, but I know what you mean though. But the thing is, IR1980. The thing is, Renee didn't offer any solutions or any more information than what we already know, except for the endless cycle whatnot. And I don't blame Renee. I don't blame him at all. I understand people are taking things out of him and being belligerent and whatnot. That's not the way to solve things. It just really sucks that we're not getting firm answers. Like, how can we prevent this? How can I stop this? Like, what do I have to do? I'm talking about people that are never on any other social platform. They're just on YouTube. And now after 4 or 5 years of leaving Twitter or Instagram, they're coming out and asking what the heck is going on, right? Like, that's major, right? For you to come out and say, what is going on? They're looking at their analytics. They're like, we don't know where this invalid traffic's coming from. We don't know how to stop it. Like, you get a lot of information in your analytics. So, yeah. Yeah, stay hydrated, people. Speaking of. All right, people. So I'm going to keep on playing around with this. This really should have been a plug and play. This really should have been a plug and play. And I'm wondering if playing around with the gain levels here would have done something. I don't know if this is specific to the mic. Maybe I should read the instructions. Oh man, but I mean this is supposed to be your mic level right here, right? So I guess I'm gonna have to play around with it a little bit more. Go into the thicker instruction booklet and try to figure things out. Because this could be a good option for someone that's just getting into stuff. Like I know that if it works well for me, I'm gonna give it to my son because he wants to do some recording and things like that. And my kids can use the microphone and whatnot. It's a nice microphone. But ultimately it's going to come down to the sound and the fact that like hopefully it works when you plug it in. It didn't work for me, so we'll see. Yeah, I completely agree, man. Completely agree. All right, people, next live stream should be Sunday. Today was kind of an impromptu. I was supposed to do this live stream. I was supposed to do this live stream on Sunday, but some things happened. If you're on the Discord, you know. Yeah, next live stream should be Sunday, and hopefully I have this thing working. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get this thing up and running for Sunday, and maybe sooner. You guys are going to see more live streams from me as we get into Pixel season. You know, we're expecting the Pixel to be announced kind of in October, availability and everything like that. Pixel 8. And as more information comes about whatnot, I'm excited about the Pixel, and we're going to be talking more about it. Of course, we'll talk about the iPhone stuff as well. I appreciate everybody that came through today, all the channel members, the new channel members that we have, the super chats, people that joined the Discord. Thanks for hanging out. I've been kind of down and out lately, and just kind of in a weird funk. There's a lot of things going on. It doesn't matter. We all have our own problems, but sometimes it's hard to just get that motivation to get things done. So if this feels good to get the monkey off the back kind of thing and jump into it. So I appreciate you guys coming through. I'm gonna let the stream to process, and then I'm gonna add in some chapters. I might cut out some things, and then it'll be there for you guys to rewatch as you want. Glad you're staying hydrated, Zach. Thanks, Jimmy. So am I. I love my gamer subs. By the way, gamer subs. It was so. This is cool. I'll tell you guys a story real quick. Just you guys know gamer subs, right? So like right? And use my code and everything. I know you guys have been. Thank you. I was in the Discord talking with my rep the other day. We're talking about some other things, and I just casually said, I'm like, oh yeah, you guys should send me out some free stuff. You guys never send me free stuff, and like they normally send out like stuff to like huge creators, and my rep's like, hey, pick 3 flavors. So I picked out 3 flavors I've never tried before, and they're sending it to me along with a new shaker and some samples and whatnot. So I got 3 new flavors to review with you guys, and let you guys know what they're all about. Make sure you guys use my code. They're totally awesome. I thought it was really good that they're going to send me out stuff because I don't have money to spend on it. I don't have money to spend on gamer stuff right now, so they're sending me some free stuff. But I'll have some flavors to share with you guys when they get here. I can't remember what flavors I purchased. Hold on here. What flavors they're sending me? The flavors I asked for are Sigma Brain. So it's like a spicy lime. It's a collab they're doing with H3H3. It's called Sigma Brain, Red Raspberry, and Arctic Cooler. And I think Arctic Cooler is like a melon thing. I don't know. And then they're also sending me some stickers, waifu, whatever it is, however you pronounce it, stickers, and a new 24-ounce shaker, a Prince shaker. So I thought that was quite nice. Thank you. Basically what it came down to is my rep saw that you guys have been purchasing the stuff and using my code. So thank you. I appreciate that. Going through the chat here one more time. Yes, Gamer Subs also got the free samples again for them. Cool. Yeah. The other day they sent out a tweet saying, fill this out. We'll send samples out to everybody. I even did it, and they sent me some as well. So make sure you guys add on the free samples, whatever you order from them. And I'm pretty sure if you're in the United States, you do get free shipping. Here in Canada, you can also get free shipping, I think, but you also have to pay a $15 import tax, I think. And I'm pretty sure they ship overseas as well. I think one of you overseas over in UK did recently order. I can't remember who it was. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you everybody for showing up today. I really appreciate it. I can hear my kids. They just got home from the pool and everything like that, so they probably want to hang out and stuff like that. I gotta let this process, and then I'm gonna be playing around with this, and hopefully we can get this thing figured out and whatnot. So and then we can play around with it more on Sunday, and hopefully we'll have some more pixel stuff to talk about. And make sure you guys check out my Twitter, my X, whatever it is. I put up some images from the Midjourney subreddit and a link for them so you can get the full size image for possible wallpaper backgrounds for your phones or whatever. So check those out if you guys want some kind of cool new backgrounds or whatever. That's on my Twitter. I put a direct link to the subreddit so you can download the full size res, or you can just download it from Twitter. It's up to you. So I think I'm done rambling. You guys all have a great afternoon, great evening, and I will catch you Sunday, maybe before. I don't know. Cheers.